because you did all the things I think about doing I didn't do. You got your paperwork right, so you getting paid.
Yeah,
now,
I mean, I get paid royalties from commercial radio. I get paid royalties from internet and satellite radio, you know, as well. And so I would tell every indie, unsigned artist out there that, you know, you got to kind of put business first. I know it sounds a little weird, but you got to put business first and know how this game operates. Know what your performing rights societies are, like ASCAP and BMI. Know how you get paid from radio. You know, ASCAP will pay you for your commercial radio spins. Another company called Sound Exchange pays you for your internet and satellite radio spins. And this is money you could be, you know, coming in quarterly that you can make. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people think, you know, you just make your money with music through selling CDs and shows. Well, there's like tons of royalties you can make out there.
I didn't even know that.
You can even make royalties. There's another company called AARC. And they pay you royalties for, like, if I had home footage of a show and say, like, Jay Little wanted to get some home footage of me to play on his show late that night, they would collect your royalties for that.
Wow.
So I just would tell any artist, you know, don't just jump into this game and think it's all about writing and recording. Like, learn how to operate in this business. Learn the people that you need to talk to. Learn the people that you should steer away from as well. So I tell a lot of people, because a lot of people hit me up for advice and consultation and everything, and I tell them, like, business first, music second, so you better be real good at your music.
Yeah, I'm actually asking some of these questions for myself. I hope that's not a bad thing. I want to know.
Man, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got a few CDs out myself, and then used to be on a record label back in the day, and then got burnt by the game, so I stayed out the game for a minute and get back into it. But you said some things even I never heard, like Sound Exchange. I knew about ASCAP and BMI already, but the Performing Rights Societies, you told me a lot of things I didn't know. I'm definitely going to check out joint1.com, everybody out there. We got to give love to them too. Now, I got another question for you.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. I got questions for days here. Now, we're going to talk about working with Chubb Rock for a minute. A lot of people, these youngsters that are listening, we got some older, we got all types listening right now. Chubb Rock, celebrity status, old school. I'm going to call him an old school artist. Is that okay? The Chubb Rock is an old school artist, correct? He's been around for a minute, yeah. Now, how was it really working with Chubb Rock, and does he still got it?
I mean, to both of those questions, one, I probably spent more time around Chubb on the tip of doing shows and chilling than us actually working on the album.
Yeah.
Because we both are scheduled. Like, I do a lot of shows. Chubb, of course, he still does a ton of shows as well. And even though he's only in New York, I'm in Baltimore, it's about a 4-hour trip between us. It was just really hard for us to get in the studio at the same time. So, like, we literally had the name now is called Bridging the Gap, and we literally had to bridge the gap with the music because we were literally sending verses and hooks, beats back and forth, and just putting these songs together. And anybody, you know, cop the project is available on iTunes. It came out very cohesive, and I feel like that's a testament to Chubb and I just, you know, musically our talents and being able to, you know, work together from a distance, you know what I mean, and put together this project. Two, Chubb definitely still has it. Actually, when I saw him the first time, because I hadn't seen Chubb when I met him again 3 years ago.
Yeah.
In about 10 or 11 years, and of course he hadn't put out an album that same amount of time. So when I had seen him, number one, he probably had lost about 150 pounds when I had seen him. He had a bald head and was rocking some glasses. And I'm like, that don't even look like Chubb.
Yeah, that look like
Chubb. Sound like it did.
So he still got it.
He was very cool to me. Like, he never looked down upon me. And even doing the album was his idea. We did a few shows together. And, you know, I guess just doing that, he really respected the way I did my stage show, the way I carried myself, and the way I did my music. And just, I remember one day after the show, he was like, look, man, I want to put out a new album called Bridging the Gap, and I want to do it with you. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm thankful, but I'm like, you know, you can go get anybody. He was like, no, I want to do it with you. You know what I mean? So I think the project came out great, man. And like I said, if you haven't got it, it came out last year. It's called Bridging the Gap, and you can check it out on iTunes.
That's what's up. Who are some of the other artists in your camp you work with that are some of the roles that describe their roles and what do they do?
I actually got a nice team. I actually have a very nice team. I got 3 other artists underneath me. I got a group that's called Contact and Black Knight, and then I have another solo artist named White Folks that I just brought on about 3 or 4 months ago. And we're all different artists, you know what I mean? I look at my label from a business standpoint too, and I'm not just trying to like sign people that are just like me. You know, I want to sign, if I like your music, whether you do gangsta hip hop, you know, backpacking hip hop, commercial hip hop, or even if you do, you know, pop music, rock music. To me, it's about the music. That's good, and I want to talk to you. I got 4 in-house producers that I mentioned earlier. They do a lot of my production, but I also work with big industry producers as well. Like I work with Street Runner, and he did the hit I'm So Hood for DJ Khaled, and he does a lot of work with Lil Wayne and Fat Joe and all the Terror Squad. And I do work also with Drum Majors ATL, produces a lot of Gucci Mane and OJ the Juice Man type of stuff. And as you see, I'm from, you know, I live in Baltimore, but because I lived around everywhere, it's easy for me to adapt to different producers that are from different areas, to where maybe most artists, they only, if they're from down south, they're always doing down south beats. You know what I mean? You're going to hear everything from me. I even got rock tracks that I do, you know, and I put out. So I try to stretch around and do as much as possible. Also on my team, I got 2 web designers, Nick Dyer and DJ Andrew, shout to them. My lawyer, Michael Stein, my financial advisor, Mike Minter, my man Timothy Richards, who's my drummer. And we got 2 DJs, DJ Yakor and DJ Nominal, on the team as well. So we definitely got a well-rounded team. Our label, even though a lot of money isn't passed, because of course I'm still grinding. Everybody just has faith in the situation. Everybody's just, I think, thankful to have the opportunity to, you know, be with an artist that's progressing.
Yes, that's what's up. We're going to get actually thinking about money right now. We're going to get to Show Me the Money. When we get back, we're going to have a little bit more questions for Wordsmith, you know what I'm saying? So sit back and do and keep it locked to KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety, baby. So when we get back, we're going to wrap it up.
Okay, cool. I appreciate the interview so far.
You're welcome.
Really good.
Thank you for calling in.
All right.